this guy I used to work with at the grilled cheese sandwich store, Freddie, lives just this
Fat Freddy, we called him.
No, he's
Friendly Freddy.
He's very friendly. Yeah, I'll say that. Yeah, Freddie's he's
Freddy friend.
he's in good shape, but
Right.
his life just seems awesome, and he posts shit like this all the time where he's just like out doing stuff, like drinking all the time and hanging out with people.
That looks like he is about to house that craving pack of White Castle in an empty house.
Yeah, dude. You never know what Freddie's going to be up to.
What's in that? Because I've never seen one of those in real life. What's in a Crave box?
Yeah,
like
so
24 sliders or some shit, right?
Yeah,
Oh
so
my
he's
goodness.
in this picture he's holding a Crave case from White Castle, and it says on the side, any 30 sliders. So it's 30 White Castle hamburgers of any variety in a case, in a briefcase, and my friend used to
My
work
man
with
is drunk.
oh yeah, Freddie is lit all the time, and I can't figure out because best I could tell it was
I fall asleep eating.
best I could tell that was the only job he had was working at the grilled cheese place.
Well, wasn't that in L.A.?
Yeah.
Where does he live now? Where there's White Castle?
I don't know. I just saw that on his Instagram. That's what I'm saying. He lives an amazing life that I have a small window into, but I don't really quite get how he's making money, why he's able to party so much, where he's getting White Castle.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Yeah,
I've never had it.
Yeah, I haven't either. We have Crystal down south.
You guys have never had White Castle?
No.
Really?
They don't have it in Texas. As far as I know.
Where did they have it in Nashville?
They had it in Nashville.
No
yeah.
shit. Okay.
Dude, it was like a Lewis Black situation where I used to live. There was a White Castle across the street from a Crystal's.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I was like, what's going on? It was like, why would that be there? Why the placement? I guess they really do fight those two.
Yeah, they fucking hate each other.
Dude,
that's the only excuse for something like that.
There is the corner of Glen Avenue and Dean Road in Auburn, where there are 3 different chicken finger French fry combo places.
Yeah.
There's Guthrie's, there's Tenda Chick, and there's Fusakli's, and they're all on one on each corner.
Dude, Guthrie's is the GOAT, though.
They're all the fucking same.
But Guthrie's is the best.
Yeah, sure. Guthrie's is the saltiest for sure.
Well, it's like the same thing as like White Castle and Crystal. Like you've essentially had White Castle, but it's like but Crystal's is better though.
Yeah, I'm glad you came down on the side of Crystal because even though I've never had White Castle, I'm not about to start siding with no.
Oh, they're a Chattanooga original, baby, and they got like the little grilled onions and shit. And I feel like White Castle's buns are like stale. It's probably not the case, but they don't. It's not the same.
Yeah, Crystal, those buns are soggy as shit.
Yeah, they're wet.
They're wet.
They're wet.
Moist.
You have a little
damp.
wet little meat bite.
Yeah. And
they're like 30 of those when you're drunk.
Well, that's the thing. Their case, White Castle has a briefcase they give you. At Crystal, a 24 pack
burlap sack.
At Crystal, it's called a steamer. That's what it is.
Sounds fucking awful.
Yeah, dude.
It does. It's hard to escape the fact that you might be eating little turd sandwiches.
Oh, buddy. Not only that, I don't know if they still have this product, but at one time their milkshakes were called Milk Quakes. And I was like, dude, you could not have more diarrhea imagery in one menu.
They just need to have like a dessert called Montezuma's Revenge.
Yeah, it's like
it's just a brownie.
It's a flan.
Yeah, it's just flan.
Yeah.
It's just like a weird flan. Oh yeah, they have flan for some reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's what's going to happen. They're not trying to dilute it. It's like this is going to make you shit. Very soon.
Oh, I got wise long ago. You get them Crystals and no cheese, otherwise you're going to be stopping.
Oh, you get them without cheese?
Yeah. Well, I mean, most of the time, if I get a Crystal situation, it's because I'm out of town, and Crystal, for those that don't know, stays open late as shit. So if you're like,
the one by my house was 24 hours, which was so not necessary.
No, it's never, and there's hardly, past a certain hour, there's no one there. But like when I'm down south, if I'm doing stand up in another town, the options are like, well, I can either go into a Waffle House and sit down, or what's 24 hours and kind of exclusive to the South. Baby, that's Crystal.
Oh yeah,
so
like I said, that or Waffle House.
So you can feel special any time of day.
Right? Yeah.
You can get to milk a quaking.
You get milk quaking and eat a huge steamer.
That's one time there's a place called like Mike's Hoagies, and my dad saw it and just flipped his shit. And he goes, "A hoagie? That's a name for a penis."
What?
Have you ever heard that ever?
No.
I would have to say hoagie is by and large known as a sandwich.
Yeah. I was going to say.
I mean, I guess you could. You could call a penis anything. You could call it a honky or
A
Grinder. That's a gay sexual app.
You know what I like calling penises? Knobs.
I like to call it the slide whistle.
The slide whistle.
Oh.
I wonder what that would sound like.
We like to have fun here.
Boom. Yeah, we do. God damn it.
I'm so sad. It skipped a day.
Oh, wow. Really?
You know how he was sad yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh.
Now I am.
I'm glad to get rid of this sadness. I'm sorry it had to be on you, man.
It really it passes just like an infectious disease. It really does go from person to person.
I feel bad for you, man.
By the way, I forgot that Red Burr also gave us a train whistle as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we
just use that when we're
All aboard the depression train.
Yeah, we just use that when we pretend that we're trains, which is
Right.
usually after the podcast.
Yeah. We get on the
It's like
ground and we crawl around on our bellies and
it's a human centipede-esque situation. There's a lot of laying of steamers and milk quakes in each other's mouths. I'm so sad.
Oh boy.
It's like this. Like it's been the same thing with Carly too. Like if she's like, I'll be having a good day, and then she'll be sad, and then I'm like, fuck. Like I know tomorrow I'm gonna be sad.
Is she aware of this too?
Yes. Like she's like,
boy.
that's why she gets nervous when I get sad. She's like, fuck. Now I'm gonna be sad tomorrow.
Because she had to deal with you.
Yeah. It was
And
like,
then
well,
you're gonna have to deal with her, and then the snake eats its fucking tail.
right. Well, I
the
think
human centipede. All aboard.
all aboard the human. Better get on board, son. Everyone's eating their duty on this train.
Well,
I'll
the
write to
human
you every day.
The human centipede is a mighty fine road. I say the human centipede is the road to ride. I say the human centipede is a mighty fine road. If you find it, got to ride it like you found it. Get your ticket at the station for the human centipede. All right.
I love that song, and I have no idea what song that is.
Rock
You know?
Island Line, Johnny Cash.
Oh, the man in black.
Rock Island
You should have just said you made it up.
Yeah.
I'd be duly
I would've
impressed. I'm
believed
impressed
you.
he knows it. Honestly, I mean,
I found out the long ago the secret to Johnny Cash. It's not just the deep voice. You got to actively hit yourself in the lungs to deepen it. So you can go like, oh well, the Rock Island Line, like that shit.
I like in A Boy Named Sue when he like we all know it's coming where he's like, and if I have a son, I think I'm gonna name him. And then it's as if he steps 20 feet behind the mic, goes, Bill or George, any damn thing but Sue. And then the band comes back in. That's
And
my
then
favorite
I believe after that he goes, I still hate that name. Like as if you didn't get it, you know?
It's a girl's name. It's like, it's fine.
Made me one tough some bitch. I can tell you that.
With the blood in your gut and the spit in your eye.
Yeah. Shel Silverstein wrote that song.
He did.
Yeah.
Where the sidewalk ends. I might start reading those to connect with my childhood during these dark times. Light the Attic, Where the Sidewalk Ends. Something about taking in new stuff right now. I'm just like, what's the fucking point?
Yeah, man. Every time it's sad. I have an announcement to make. Maybe this will make you feel better.
Ooh, what do we
Okay.
got?
My new roommate, the good one, has
there's already a distinction?
the one who was never gonna be there. And, that one has announced that she is moving out.
How many weeks was it?
She's been here she's been here like one.
Thanks for the month's rent, I guess.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's gonna. Well,
What did?
I don't know. None of us have interacted with her at all.
This is the one you've never seen her face, right?
I've seen her face now.
Oh,
at
okay,
this
okay.
point. She
Yeah,
came
yeah.
down to do laundry, and she didn't have a mask on.
Have you guys all been using her room as the fart room?
Well, it's just like she moved in the fucking
That was
water.
my room, wasn't it, Rivers?
No.
It's downstairs. I get it.
Like the first week, the fucking fire alarms going off for no reason in the building. That water main broke out front. we're on the side where there's always crazy yelling.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it wasn't a good presentation week last week.
I don't know if it's the apartment itself or the neighborhood or maybe something. Maybe she heard the podcast about the keychain.
Do you think?
Yeah, maybe. I don't fucking know.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh,
I don't like to live in a reality where there are repercussions to this podcast.
Maybe she found my Twitter, and I don't post anything about her, but just saw it and skeeved out.
I wonder what my new roommate and friend Sam's podcast is like.
We should
click to that exact episode.
We should do an exit interview. I want to know.
I know.
Let's take the Zoom over there and just be like, all right, what was it?
I will retreat into my turtle shell.
What was
I'm
it?
sorry.
Yeah, I know. Rivers is so. Courtney's been doing the same thing. She's just like, you should ask her. You should ask her. She's just like, ask her everything's okay. It's like, no, I can't. I'm not gonna be nosy into her life. She says she's going out of state.
Oh,
cool.
okay. Yeah,
that might be. See, that's more. It's like if you're just moving to another place in Los Angeles.
Because she's not on the lease. She can come and go, or she's month to month.
Yeah,
right. Who's listening? Who cares?
Someone's gonna need a new
she's
room.
Definitely on the lease.
Yeah.
She is month to month.
Right.
If any of our listeners want to live with me. That's,
let's take this.
Let's take a possibility right now.
Yeah.
Because she's out, and I would love to exit interview. We got to have my other roommate on, who's also a good roommate. He's an actual stand-up comic.
Oh, fun! Yeah.
I met him before when he was looking at the place. I saw him at the door. I was like, "Oh, Daniel, what's up?"
Oh, okay.
It's like one of those things where you forget that this is an actual year in history because you're like, "Yeah, I guess people got to move."
Yeah, like it's still like so hard to. I think Daniel did the same thing when I told him because Daniel's room is right next to hers. He was like, "Have I been being too loud? I don't think I've been." Like as soon as I heard, I also
was like, "It's one of your faults."
Yeah, I also.
And I'll never tell who.
Now fight about it.
I just also internalized it completely. Like, what the fuck did I do? Even though I've never interacted with the weirdest thing that happened, and it was fucking weird, is she left the apartment to do whatever. Courtney's there. She at some point, like 60 seconds later, is like, I think I heard somebody just knocking on the door. I didn't hear shit. I go over, open the door. As I'm opening the door, she's walking in. So it just seems like I was like waiting, looking through the peephole, and then when she like got close, I like opened the door.
If it's that, I'll be shocked.
I don't think it's that, but I'm just saying that is my fucking interaction with this woman.
I'm so self-conscious. I would think that too. I think regular old roommate whoopsie doodles are not the case. I think this is a deeper like. I don't want to be in Los Angeles during the apocalypse.
I do think it's that too, because she was saying she goes to school, which is all online now, so she can fucking do it from anywhere.
Yeah,
I'm gonna wait out this tumultuous period.
If you're a transplant, why the fuck you at least have thought about leaving LA?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
guys.
Yeah.
Let's not lie here.
Depends on what Congress is gonna do.
Yeah,
the end of the podcast.
Congress. What about like the $600 thing? Or?
Yeah, I'm gonna be needing that.
No, they're gonna.
I know, dude. I got my unemployment for the first time this week without it.
Oh yeah,
and
sure.
I'm like, I can't. $400 a week is not enough to live in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's getting hairy.
Yeah. What's weird with that whole negotiation now is that McConnell's willing to deal, but he's the most craven ghoul of all of them, probably. Mm-hmm. But he set this tone so long ago that the answer to everything is just to obstruct absolutely everything that Democrats want to do.
Right.
That now he has like Ted Cruz and Rand Paul and all these other shitheads who are delaying the process. Like, because Mitch McConnell ultimately wants to keep his job and get, a bunch of psychopaths on the federal courts. That's his.
Okay.
That is his modus operandi. That is the reason he exists, is to stack the court with fucking psychopaths. So he just wants to keep his job.
Carter's been avoiding news so hard. I can just see him getting more and more bummed as this goes. He's already sad, Rivers.
Hey, man.
Let's not do this.
That's what we're here for.
now that we're where's that slide whistle?
It's the clown's funeral.
He was always a good clown.
All aboard.
He will be remembered by his 3 kids.
Oh, here's something I wanted to talk about that could be a slide whistle situation.
Oh yes, and in just a moment, by the way, we're going to be speaking to Katrina Davis, who is one of the funniest people I know. So we're gonna open up this window and let in some damn sunshine in just a moment. But what you got? So what you got?
Well, yesterday before we start the podcast, I get a Citizen app update that says officer shot.
Oh,
and I'm
God.
like, holy shit, what has happened? After the podcast, I read into it. There was a suicidal man. And as you imagine, a suicidal man would have a weapon. It's a pair of scissors.
Okay.
He had a dog with him. The cop showed up to defuse the situation and end up friendly firing each other. The cops was shot by another cop. And unfortunately, the dog was also shot. But I just had to report that fact for really, now that I reported, I feel like I shouldn't have said that at all. Just brought everything down.
Well, no.
It could have just been a funny story about the dog part.
Just the dog
The dog
part.
part's the sad. I'm just thinking of
That's what I'm saying I should have left out. I could have just been a fuck the cops. What a bunch of idiot story. And then I'm also like, by the way, a dead dog was involved in this.
The logistics of that are crazy. How does a cop shoot another cop when they're dealing with a guy with scissors? That is.
You have to go to a police academy to tell me that.
Yeah, the one with Bobcat Goldthwait. Am I right?
Right, with one Mr. Steve Gutenberg. Am I right?
The Goot.
At this point, those guys seem competent.
It's like you really, even beyond like defunding police and everything, it goes back to like guns are just too rampant amongst cops and civilians, where it's like, this is someone with scissors.
Yeah.
There weren't any guns in this equation. No one would have died.
Cops should have to carry scissors. They should have to
That's
be
real.
they should have to be armed with whatever their suspect is armed with.
Yeah.
In my opinion, that would be a cool movie, right?
Like, it has to be like Streets of Rage weapons.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
What a baseball bat.
We haven't been getting the Citizen app updates for the blunt weapons lately. Have you guys noticed that?
Yeah.
It's
not like that stopped.
No, I think people are they're just like, oh, that's fucking Machete Mitch. He walks around here every day.
I think people are so bummed now.
They don't even have time
They can't even like drag themselves to their window and be like, oh, a guy with a bat and a knife attached to it. They're just like, oh, I miss my plans. Everyone's in that phase collectively because it's like Trump's showing show signs of stopping.
Yep.
And it's just a bummer right now.
Yeah, it's like, I can't deal with a guy dressed like the Grim Reaper with a real scythe right now.
People are even tired of
I'm
getting
out of
taken.
Paxil. Joining us now from the sunny suburban San Fernando Valley, one of my favorite comics and one of my favorite people to talk to, it's Katrina Davis. How are you doing, Katrina?
Hi, good. How are you? Kicking it, pandemicking.
That's good to hear. I was going to share some news with both of my hosts and you as well, and that is that we have a vice presidential pick.
Oh, we do?
Yes, rap superstar Kanye West has announced his vice presidential running mate, Michelle Tidball. Tidball is a 57-year-old spiritual coach who, like West, lives on a ranch in Cody, Wyoming, and has a deep religious background. Yay!
Like, it's so thin. Like, so your VP, like, Kanye misses his mom so much. I can't deal.
I know, right?
That's awful.
It is really sad. He just needs some help. The guy needs some help.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know you could get a spiritual coach in Wyoming. I thought that was California, LA type of thing.
I mean,
No, wait, that's where I feel like I would trust a spiritual guy from Wyoming way more. I feel like they, talk to a wolf at some point or something.
Well, I agree. I would trust a spiritual guide, but a spiritual coach is something else entirely.
You're right. That phrasing is, because what does that mean? Is that drop and meditate me 20? What does that mean?
Well, I have details. Since she was tapped as VP pick, multiple pages from Tidball's website for her nonprofit Bible study program called Abundant Ministries have been taken down. These pages included her biography, which says that she has pursued God since she was 6 months old, when she says that she was, quote, slipping away into a crib death before a higher power visited her in a hospital hospital tent and saved her life.
What?
So
did that really happen? And she obviously doesn't have a memory of it, but did she almost die when she was a baby?
no, she says she has a memory of it.
I mean, but that's like when little kids are like, remember when I was born? And you're like, you don't remember when you were born. Like,
Tidball touted on the now deleted page that she has, quote, various degrees in mental health and criminal justice. The only known degree that she has, however, is a bachelor's degree in psychology from the University of Wyoming in 2003, according to TMZ. Her biography stated that she worked as a mental health therapist for 10 years before shifting to life coaching.
Oh, so like she maybe helped someone at some point legally?
Theoretically, yeah, it sounds like that is the case.
Is there a book? Has she written a book?
She doesn't have a self-published book. I'm going to be pissed.
Right. Like there has to be a book.
So in a now deleted Bible teleconference from June 2017, also obtained by TMZ, Tidball suggested that one's mental illness could be handled by completing domestic chores.
What?
Quote,
Which ones?
if you would get up every day and make your bed and do your dishes, you would be better, she said, adding that her 10 years of working with people with mental illness, none of them did the dishes or made their bed.
Kanye hasn't made his bed in 15 years at this point.
Wow. Well, also, I love the idea that she's like, I solved it. You're just a bunch of slobs. Like, what are you talking about? Oh my goodness.
I love that. Yeah, blaming depression on just me being lazy. Come on.
Isn't it also like in the movie? I don't know which movie it is particularly, but it's like always like the person like cleans their room, does their bed, and then blows their brains out.
Because that's what I was thinking is like, it's hard to make your bed if you can't get out of it. Like, what is he even talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. So in that same teleconference, she said that she, quote, doesn't watch news. Tidball has not publicly discussed having any other careers, though the New Yorker reports that she also currently works at a dentist office.
What? Oh, boy. Can you imagine getting your like pre-clean from this lady while she's like talking, being like, so did you make your bed this morning? Like getting in there and flossing.
My question is, did Kanye West find this woman as a mental health coach, or was he just getting his teeth cleaned and was like, you'd be a great vice president?
I don't know which one makes more sense. Like, I don't know if it makes more sense for him to have like been getting his teeth cleaned in Wyoming and ran into her, or if he was like, we were both on crazy person ranch walks together talking.
I gotta say, crazy person ranch walks sound awesome. I would do that in a second.
Yeah.
At
People
this
pay
point.
good money to do that.
Yeah.
Mary L. Keller, a religious studies scholar at the University of Wyoming and a high school classmate of Tidball, told the magazine that Michelle was the bubbly, charismatic cheerleader and also called the VP candidate smart, adding, quote, I think she knows Hebrew pretty good. Her website, Abundant Ministries, is filled with Hebrew, including the website name, Yarash, which means to seize or take possession.
She's just trying to get paid. I really have a feeling she's manipulating this idiot.
I feel like a lot of the like personality breakdowns that have been happening in various parts of our culture are making me really realize like how quickly someone can make an impression of you, good or bad, based off like, she knows Hebrew kind of. She's got a bigger brain than I do. That's different than, oh my, there's context to things you can't just say. Like, she can drive a car. She knows French. That doesn't make sense. These are two totally different things. Like,
I can see like when Netflix inevitably comes out with like a documentary about Kanye in this period, she is going to be like the most maligned interview.
Oh yeah. She'll be the Carol Baskin.
Yeah, like the Carol Baskin. Yeah.
well, that's what I was going to say. Is like she going to become his Elizabeth Taylor? Like, what's happening?
Tidball also allegedly told her that she predicted Donald Trump's victory. Quote, to her, this election was evidence. In 2016, Keller and Tidball ran a youth group together where Tidball described herself as a, quote, online prophet. Quote, we went out for drinks and she told me about this international group of people who are in touch with the divine, and we discussed it with each other, Keller said.
You're just saying things. I'm so mad at this lady.
Has there ever been a prophet where the prophet didn't have to inform everybody that they were a prophet?
Like if they just took someone to Vegas and was like, call it.
Yeah, this guy.
I would love for there to be a modest, low-key prophet where, like, he just has a group of friends and they're like, you know, you guess everything right all the time. And he's like, do I? That's weird. And just, like, brushes it off.
Why haven't you taken the food out of the car yet? Like, I'm telling you, it's going to rain. Whatever.
I gotta say, I got this story from the New York Post, and I love how bitchy the New York Post is. Quote, Tidball has an active, albeit unpopular Twitter page, 414 followers.
Wow, shade post.
When West made headlines in mid-July after his controversial South Carolina rally, Tidball made a rare personal statement to the Daily Mail, assuring the outlet that the rapper was, quote, just fine.
It's good to know.
Oh my good, because that's also too. Is she his doctor now? Like, does she have the certification to tell us that he's fine?
Oh
I
yeah,
don't think she does.
Yeah.
He doesn't even follow her on Twitter.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's going to be like the person that keeps real doctors from seeing him. Is what it's sounding like.
Sam, that's a good point. Let me see some retweets and I'll know it's real.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get her numbers up.
The last line of this article, it is not clear if the spiritual coach will be taking on a more public role with the campaign at any point. So that's the news.
So he's going to have like a hidden VP. It's like the wizard.
Yeah, no, she's his Dick Cheney.
What is oh my god. Because also, I thought he didn't fill out his paperwork. Is that real? Can he do this still?
I mean, he can say whatever he wants. I think what he's been doing is he's been petitioning to get on ballots, like through like signatures and stuff. So I assume he's just got people standing outside the Trader Joe's in Charleston, South Carolina, signing papers for him.
Like writing him in? Because can you write in someone that didn't do... Like, here's the thing. Even you want to write in someone for president that didn't make the first deadline they have to make? This is the first thing.
Yeah, well, I would say, I would like a president that maybe thought about running for president for more than, 10 minutes during a bout of mania. But I feel like our current president is that exactly.
I totally agree. And we cannot leapfrog that collection of adjectives. Like, that's... If we're doing that, then I vote Brittany. I'm done.
I'm with you.
Because she's like she's got 2 clicks more freedom than she does at this point. So it's like, if Brittany's dad would basically be our president, I'd give that a shot. Whatever.
He's done good work in the past.
He'd also keep everyone quarantined. Like he would.
Oh my God! That's great.
Yeah. I've got one other story I was going to read you. Toy maker Hasbro said Wednesday that it's in the process of removing the, quote, Trolls World Tour Giggle and Sing Poppy from the market and will be offering customers a replacement of the doll of the popular character. The doll had been designed to giggle when placed in a sitting position, but some parents complained because the sound activation button is placed under the doll's skirt between its legs.
Oh my gosh!
So
who let that prototype pass?
Somebody in the Hasbro factory in Pawtucket, Rhode Island.
No, like, just because I feel like someone was like, "Isn't this weird?" and someone else was like, "No, it's fine." Like, no.
I don't
like this at all. I want that inspector number flagged.
I feel like it was some employee being like, hey, nobody here gives a fuck. Watch this. I'm going to make it like this and just turn it in.
Like, as a copywriter at work, I have apps and I had to stop doing this because it will blow up in your face multiple times where you're like, I'm going to put something so stupid as one of the options. And they'll pick it. You're like, what? Like, yeah. It was like internal quality assurance.
So an online petition started by a woman named Jessica McManus reads, quote, "What will this toy make our innocent, impressionable children think? That it's fun when someone touches your private area?"
That's what I was just thinking. It's like, because what's the age and up on this toy? Is it like little kids?
I mean, it's a troll doll. It's a troll doll. So
because also I was like, what the hell is a poppy? Okay, troll doll, got it. I don't know. I feel like at least the old school ones, like troll kids masturbate. If you like trolls, you got this shit figured out. Like, troll kids are exploring. Like,
it's shocking to hear this one has a skirt.
It's for the movie Trolls World Tour. They had to give them clothes, so it wouldn't.
Yeah,
because we had like the full-on butt-naked ones, where like the only fun thing about them is the top of their head and like right above their genitalia.
Yeah,
it would be
right. You comb the troll's hair. That's what you do.
And then you play with the jewel on its belly.
Right.
You're supposed to like rub it for good luck or something. Like the different colors meant something. I think I don't remember.
Yeah. It was was it like a Captain Planet situation where one was like fire?
They're so weird. Like just as a standalone toy, that is odd. That is an odd thing to make for children.
And then if you had them, you had to make them have sex with each other. There's no situation where you couldn't do that. They've got such round
bellies, they can't touch.
Yeah, as a kid, you're imaginative enough to find some positions.
Sam, you're the kind of person who would find someone else's troll dolls and make them 69 as you left the room.
That sounds funny.
If Sam was a kid now, he would just be pushing everyone's troll doll buttons. Like, stop pushing them all.
I hate to bring it up, but one time I did get in trouble for trying to make somebody's Furby curse.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
That's what I thought you were going to say the complaint was that it was a creepy toy that wouldn't stop making noise, and the parents were just like, no, it's bad. We don't like it. But
yeah.
No, the complaint is that when you touch its crotch, it giggles.
You're connecting pretty obvious dots there. So
right.
Hasbro spokeswoman Julie Duffy told the Providence Journal that the company recognizes the sensor's placement, quote, may be perceived as inappropriate.
Who perceived it as appropriate?
Like, you gotta think that went through numerous levels of being passed. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's on its crotch.
People who get paid so much more money than all of us to be like, and where's the button? Good. Signature.
Yeah.
Yeah, right on the crotch. And what happens when you touch it? It giggles creepily.
I want to make sure that someone was like, did they move the button? Good. Like, they would make sure it stayed through all the rounds.
The spokeswoman continues, quote, "This is not intentional, and we are happy to provide consumers with a replacement Poppy doll of similar value through our consumer care team," she told the newspaper, quote, "We're in the process of removing the item for purchase. So go out and get your giggling Poppy crotch giggles now."
That's going to be like the Tabasco Beanie Baby. Like, that's going to be the collector's item.
They're creating a black market.
Buy that shit.
There's a Tarzan action figure that jerked off. Do you guys remember this?
What?
No, what?
It just like had a hand motion on the back, and it also made a noise, so it would just look like it jerked off, and it got banned too.
What noise?
It was like like a Tarzan noise.
Was it like the animated Tarzan? Like, "You'll Be in My Heart" song Tarzan?
Yeah.
That's great. That's so funny.
That's awesome.
God, they had the weirdest promotional thing at McDonald's for that Tarzan movie. They had those straws that had the characters' heads on them, and when you drank through the straw, like, it would make noises. Do you remember this?
No.
I think Rosie O'Donnell played a gorilla. They'd had like her head on one, and you'd suck the gorilla head and go ooh, ooh, ah, like shit like that. And it was weird.
But also, how did they have what, like electronics and a thing made for liquid, and it?
Yeah, you could you stuck like a straw through it basically, and it sensed the liquid passing through the straw, I guess.
Johnny, Chris Bennett has just one putt left to win this championship.
Tarzan sound straws, only at McDonald's. 3 different noise-making soda slurpers from Disney's new movie. Now $1.49 each when you buy any large sandwich.
This is the same guy that passed this thing. He's like, yeah, the kid's sucking and it makes a noise. What?
They have fun.
It's fun.
What? Did I say something weird? What?
Yeah, the monkey goes absolutely bananas when you suck it.
Get this guy out of toy design.
Oh, it reminds me, obviously, and this is Hasbro too, I believe, is when somebody back in the 80s, I think, when they first made the talking Barbie and the talking G.I. Joe, somebody hilariously switched out the voice boxes, so you would squeeze the Barbie and it would go like, "Let's get him, soldier!"
I like that.
Yeah, or you'd squeeze the G.I. Joe and it's like, "Let's go to the mall."
I would request that Barbie.
Yeah. First of all, Katrina, it's so nice to see you. It's been since March, I think, since we saw each other at a mic. So it's great to see you. How's things going on your side of town?
It's been pretty all right. I'm in LA. I'm in the Valley, so I have gotten pretty familiar with my next door. It's weird because I'm in this like little pocket where I'm like 20 minutes from anything like protests, like anything that's been happening the past like 3 months just doesn't really touch my street. So I feel like there's people that haven't left their house and they just like don't know what's happened. Like they only go on next door and they're just like, why are there so many helicopters? And that's been fun. There is a guy aggressively going after a tortoise that broke into his backyard. So that's kind of fun. He aggressively posted, "Whose tortoise is this?" Which it's like, who's gonna answer? I clicked it and it was him saying like, "This tortoise got into my backyard," which like, first off, it took 3 hours to get back there. Like he earned it. Let him. And he like held it up for a picture, and I feel like you could tell he was annoyed because he held it up like belly up to the, like he caught it stealing in a bodega. Like he had like he was so mad he just picked up a turtle and was like, "Take a picture, Diane." And you couldn't tell like what was up with this tortoise because it was like the part you never see. And so I was like, oh, like no one's gonna comment on this. And a lady on my street was like, "My tortoise was taken from my backyard years ago, but that doesn't look like Shirley." So I love
you live in the weirdest part of the Valley I've ever heard.
Yes, I've been going on a lot of walks. There's a half a block that is strictly old men living in RVs with cats. Some of their cats are on leashes. Some of their cats are like free range, but choose to stay in the back of the RV. But like they're all friends and they all have cats, and it's so great.
How many of these men are there?
There's like 5 or 6 of them. Like they line a half block on either side.
Okay.
Because I was like, oh, look at that old man and his kitty. And then I kept walking, and there was another man with a cat on a leash, and he was like, "Hi, how are you?" And I was like, "Hi." And then I was like, wait. Why are there multiple men with cats on what's happening? And then I was like, what kind of commune? How did you all find each other? It's nice. They're very friendly though.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, well, I've been kind of asking everybody the same 2 questions, and that sort of answers my first one is, have you seen anything weird with your neighbors? But the tortoise guy is pretty damn weird. That might be the weirdest one I've heard.
Yeah, tortoise guy needs to lighten up and let that tortoise, like I'm going to start a campaign to let that tortoise stay in his backyard. It's not my property, but I do want. There was also a guy at one point that wanted to start, which I don't think this ever happened because I feel like I would have seen like shots fired on Citizen, but he was like softballing in next door to get a vigilante group of people to go confront the people that light fireworks off every night and like force them to stop. There are multiple people on my street that don't seem to understand that people that light fireworks don't care. Like they think they're like deaf and don't know that they're loud or something. Like,
yeah.
They're doing it again, and it's like, yeah, they know. They light fireworks. Like, they're confused. There's a weird disconnect. They don't understand that they don't care that their dogs are afraid.
They're not aware of how loud it is.
Yeah, they're like, can someone please tell them what fireworks do to dogs? It's like, they know.
Yeah.
Also, they'll be like, I guess they're still having fun. It's like they're having the best time ever.
Yeah.
I will read that and be like, you guys think that you being upset is upsetting them at all? Because they're not like, oh, that was another thing. Like right in front of my door or I have like a big front window. And I saw, you know, when you see a firework go off and it's too big for how low the ground it is. It lit up my front window and I was like, oh boy, that was a misfire. And I just heard this man, and I don't even know where he came from, but he was like, I got you motherfuckers on video! You could like hear the vein coming out of his neck, and they were just dying laughing. Like they couldn't have given less of a shit. It was so... Oh my god!
It's like these people aren't on Citizen.
When you're a miscreant, you would be happy to know that people post about you on Citizen or Nextdoor. You know
that the posters understand that, and they're like, "I got you," and it's like they super don't care. So you just made 3 new ulcers, and they're still gonna light them tomorrow.
Yeah,
they're gonna light more.
Yeah, that's what I was worried. I was like, this guy is gonna go falling down tomorrow when they light even more. This is not okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's like they got those big ass ones with like the mortars, and the guy comes with an actual bazooka.
Yeah, this is not the stuff.
Motherfucker's gonna set up shock and awe in the middle of the street.
Oh my god. Well, I was gonna ask you the other question we've been asking folks, and that is, have you seen anything weird at the grocery store?
Oh yeah, a guy freaking. All right. I was at the grocery store and there was this guy, and I live by myself, so I kind of like just naturally quarantine most of the week, and then I'll like go out and do my stuff on the weekend. And I'm not super paranoid, but like whatever, I wear my mask and stuff. So there was, you know, when like you see 2 people talking and you're like, only one of these people, like these 2 people are being talked at. Like this is not a conversation. Like these people are being attacked with dialogue.
Uh-huh.
So these 2 ladies like smiling and nodding, like yes anding this old man, no shirt, army jacket, huge belt buckle, like an old sexy black man with his mask around his chin, like underneath his chin. And I was like, oh fuck, whatever this is. And so I was trying to walk like as quickly as I could through them, and he was talking to them about how he can't have milk. So as I pass him, like the same time as I pass him, he leans forward and was like, "Yeah, because I can't have lactase." And he said lactase so hard that like I felt the air pressure come out of his mouth in between the gap between my eye and my glasses. I'm gonna die. Like that's gonna be what kills me. And oh my gosh, like it's fine now because it's been enough time. But that rest of that day, I was like, I'm gonna like at the least pink eye. Why? Why would you be that close to my eye?
And especially for a guy saying the word lactase is very funny.
Lactose.
It's lactose, right?
It took me like I got all the way home and just yelled lactose to myself in my car in anger.
For someone to be like pushing hot air out on the to mispronounce a word with that syllable, like it's the wrong syllable. The taste.
I was saying it. I was like doing vocal practice in my apartment, being like, "How did he even do it? Where did the air come out?" It was so upsetting.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
But no, I don't think I've seen anybody like freak out or anything. All of my other stuff is like the regular. I'm like an old lady magnet in the grocery store. So like I talk to old ladies anyway. Like old ladies are always like asking me questions about like which apple they think I think is better. Like I get crazy old lady intel from the grocery store, but that's not because of the pandemic.
What is the best apple? That's the question.
I don't know. They just like call me little girl. Like they feel really comfortable doing that for some reason. I'm 33 years old. They'll call me little girl. Or a lady once got like she was like copping an attitude with me, and I couldn't figure out why. And she thought I was skipping. Like she thought I was skipping school. Like I shouldn't have been
Truant officer.
Yes, she was. Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. Yeah, I'm a Fuji fan. That's my apple of choice.
I like Granny Smith, even though they're technically sour and for cooking. I love Granny Smith apples.
Wow, Honeycrisp is
A good Honeycrisp? Get out of here. Honeycrisp makes me understand the rich people better. That's how good Honeycrisp apples are.
Yeah, they taste like the lap of luxury.
They're like, I hate Connecticut less eating this apple. That's how good this apple is.
Well, Katrina, thank you so much for calling in and talking with us. This has been so fun. Please tell people where they can find you on the internet.
You can find me, my website and my Instagram and Twitter and everything is the same. It's just Katrina Savad, and it's Sivad. It's just Davis backwards because there's 40 million of us. Yeah. Thank you all so much for having me. I miss you. This was so much fun.
I know. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to probably 2022 when we can see each other in person again.
Don't say that. You're the second person to say that year. Stop.
Well,
no one's saying 2021 anymore, and it's really upsetting.
It is.
Well, I'll actually, you know what? I've been growing a garden this summer, and I've got a bunch of pickles. If you want to do a massed handoff, if you like pickles, I'll bring some by your house someday.
Heck yeah!
All right. Oh yeah. Well, thank you so much again for calling in, Katrina, and we'll talk to you soon.
Yeah. Oh, bye. Have a good afternoon.
Bye. You too.
All right, that was Katrina Davis, the one and only. My God,
so nice,
so
great,
funny. Yeah, I told you. You know, we started off with a bummer, but I said, open up that window and let in a damn ray of sunshine.
We always start off with a bummer here.
Yeah.
Boy, don't we ever.
When your new roommate moves out because you fart too much. Whatever I fucking
I'm sorry.
Well, I knew
Please don't go.
I knew I had that giggling troll story up my sleeve, so I knew it was going to be a good time.
It's good to have one in the holster.
Yeah, it's good to have a button right on the crotch of America. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah,
That does
Trump has been frigging our crotch sensor a lot lately.
That really does make you think, is the world controlled by a secret pedophile cult?
Oh, you know what? So we talked about the Trump interview on Wednesday's show, and I forgot to bring up the funniest part of the damn interview is when he's talking about Ghislaine Maxwell, where the interviewer goes, you recently said of Ghislaine Maxwell that you wished her well. Mm-hmm. What does that mean? Mm-hmm. And Trump goes, I mean, she recently lost her boyfriend. I'd wish anybody well who recently lost their boyfriend. And he's talking about Jeffrey Epstein.
I mean, breakups are hard. We all know that.
And then he actually
it's
said,
hard
he's
being
like,
single. I hate being single.
He literally said, he's like, her boyfriend was either, some say he was killed, some say he committed suicide. Like he's,
I don't know these things. I don't know.
That?
The president said this. Yeah.
Oh, man.
So funny.
He's a moron.
But boy, it was
once he starts bumping his gums, who knows what's gonna come out?
Incredible. Just fucking, I would wish anyone well who just lost their boyfriend.
I'm not gonna say I hate her because there's pictures of me and her apparently.
Yeah. By the way, speaking of the federal government, I wanted to share this because as a lover of nature, I feel it's my duty to pass on any announcement from the National Park Service. Mm-hmm. So this is from the official National Park Facebook. It's just a reminder. Please don't run from bears or push your slower friends down in attempt of saving yourself.
I had my fingers crossed because I was going to be like, don't close national parks, don't close national parks. If it's just bear shit, I'm like, yeah, don't feed people to bears.
I just like that the government is actively saying, like, don't push down your slower friends to save
That
yourself.
Seinfeld episode where George throws the woman down because the fire alarm goes off or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's a thing in a survival scenario, and I would include myself in this group. There's a group of people just known as easy meat. And that's what I am. And if someone's going to trip me to get away from the bear, then I just got to not be trippable. You know what I'm saying?
They say if you come upon a stationary bear, move away slowly and sideways. This allows you to keep an eye on the bear and avoid tripping. Moving sideways is also non-threatening to bears, but do not run. If the bear follows you, stop and hold your ground. Like dogs, they will chase fleeing animals. Do not climb a tree. Both grizzlies and black bears can climb trees, and do not push down a slower friend, even if you think the friendship has run its course. So a little fun joke from the government.
Is it so fun? Is it so fun when we all become bear food?
Yeah, assholes.
You assholes. Also, give us another stimulus check. No jokes. Where are the stimulus checks? Mm-hmm. Well, at least you're not getting eaten by bears.
Which will happen eventually.
Well, they will break into your home eventually. Well, when you don't have a home anymore because you've been evicted because you can't pay rent.
That's where the bears are at. The coyotes will get you first.
They're prepping us for interactions with bears when we're all in a house and we all have to move to the woods.
We talked about yesterday that all the schools in Georgia going back and stuff like that, and they got posted online was a photograph of a bunch of kids packed into a fucking hallway in Dallas, Georgia, at a place called North Paulding High School. And now, instead of addressing the real problem, which is they should not be in school at all.
Yes, no.
They suspended the kids who posted the pictures.
Oh, yeah.
And
because snitches get stitches. And that's what we're telling our kids.
Well, but what's funny is that is almost as good as getting like a reprieve from the governor. It's like, hey, you don't have to come to this COVID hole every day for 5 days.
That's true.
It's like, thanks, you just maybe saved my life. But yeah, North Paulding student Hannah Waters, 15, tweeted a video on August 4th showing, quote, what it looks like even with split dismissal, referring to the school's measuring of staggering dismissal times. The video shows a crowded hallway again with few face masks and no attention to social distancing. She told BuzzFeed that she had been suspended for 5 days for posting the footage, and she sounds fucking awesome. Quote, the policies I broke stated that I used my phone in the hallway without permission and used my phone for social media and posting pictures without consent. But she told the news site that she had hoped to add to the national conversation and demonstrate how her school ignorantly opened back up. Quote, not only did they open, but they have not been safe. Many people are not following CDC guidelines because the county did not make these precautions mandatory. So
she rules, yeah.
15 years old. It's smarter than anybody in the goddamn school. And meanwhile, the principal, whose name is Carmona, reportedly announced over the intercom that any student found criticizing the school on social media could face disciplinary consequences. So they're really just doing a bang-up job over there at North Paulding High School.
Yeah.
That's really the problem is, too much awareness of the fuckedness.
I wonder how many...
the testing numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never seen public opinion and, institutions at such odds. All public institutions being like, come in here now, and the general opinion is, don't do that.
No, I'm gonna fucking stay home.
What do you tell kids? I know none of us are parents. But this must be so difficult to explain to preteens, people who can't quite figure out what's going on, but are very aware of what's happening. Well, also,
the thing that's kind of disturbing is that in most of these school districts, it's optional. You don't have to come. They're like, hey,
that's a no-brainer then.
Well, but that's the thing is what that means is that there's a lot of parents who are just like, I don't want to fucking teach this. All right, just go.
Yeah, definitely.
I want this kid here.
Well, that's why a lot of people are theorizing they're rushing back the kids to school is just because it'll make the current administration look terrible if kids don't go back to school.
That's exactly it. If in November you're still having to sit on your ass and teach your kids, you're going to be thinking, well, this pisses me off. I'm going to go vote about it.
Yeah.
But this particular school district, they have 31,000 students, but only 20,000 or so have returned to campus. So there's 11,000 kids whose parents have the means to keep them at home, because that's another thing. It's a lot of these people, it's their parents also had to go back to fucking work.
Yeah, they've been working the whole fucking time,
or they've been working the whole time. Yeah. So
I mean, what else could go wrong during his presidency? You know what I mean? It's literally every time he gets interviewed, his pants should fall down. Oh shit! Oh, my tiny penis! It won't stop peeing. Why?
It won't stop peeing.
Every time he's in public, his pants should fall down. He should trip and then land face first in dog shit. And then everyone's just like, I can't get behind that guy.
Oh my god!
But we'll see what it's like in November. Because if it's all cleared up by November, then I liked the most of his presidency before that.
He was doing such a good job.
He was doing a great job.
It's been jelly beans and cotton candy farts until now.
Till the Bill Gates disease.
Oh boy.
I love that one.
Well, I've got a jam of the day to take us out. And do y'all have other items?
No.
I think I'm good. I want to talk about the cops shooting each other, about being a bad new roommate. Mm-hmm. If any of the listeners want to take a deep dive into hacking this woman, finding out the real reason she's leaving.
Just ask her. I'll ask her.
No, that'd be so funny if I was just like, "Hey, this is the neighbor." And you're just over in my living room,
and I just point blank, just like
for her to come out of her room.
Why don't you have a seat? Why don't you have a seat?
You want to have a seat? Yeah.
That'd be weirder than requesting.
Oh, did you want some
hacker?
Those wine coolers all for you. You want to have a seat?
Did you want some of the cookies?
Yeah, why don't you have a seat?
Why don't you have a seat?
Rivers Langley, Dateline NBC.
Well, why are you leaving?
Why
Where are you going? Why?
do you want to leave?
Is this a Sam thing? You can tell me.
Were you giving up on your dream?
Is Sam pissing you off, or is this a financial thing? Give me some details, please.
What is it? You just tell me. Why is it?
Yeah, we just want to know. Have a seat.
Have a seat. Dateline NBC.
Where are you going? Hey, come back. Come back.
Chris Hansen, Dayline NBC.
Rivers was so genuine too, and he said, "I'll ask her."
I want to know.
Like that is a feasible situation.
I could weave it into a cash con.
I would just wait.
Cash con.
I'm saving time by calling casual conversations cash cons.
I appreciate that.
I think
I saved you time and I saved me time.
Wait by your front gate until she walks by, and then pop out. Be like, "Hey,
Pop out from behind a
neighbor."
corner.
No, just walk out. Walk out like you're going to your car or something. "Hey, neighbor. Nice to meet you.
Yeah,
I look forward to seeing you a lot in the future."
that's a great idea. Yeah,
She'd probably be like, "This guy's a fucking creep. I'm gonna get a million miles away.
Wait, what?
I'm gonna move out even earlier.
Where are you
than I was
going?
already going.
You don't want to have a cash con? Where are you going?
Why are you moving out?
We're so fun here.
Lady,
Do you want to do my podcast?
So cheap. So fun.
I've been making pickles.
Some are spicy, some are not so spicy. Be on the podcast.
Oh my god. Well, yeah, we'll do an exit interview with her. You know,
You're such a creep.
It's like the same thing with the cat. Like, I'm just not gonna get involved.
I'm not. It's my roommate, and I'm not even involved.
yeah, but I
feel
can
like.
tell. I can tell that you want to know.
Of course, I want to know. It's my roommate.
So I'm
it
doing you
me
a
or
solid.
what?
I'm absorbing all of that curious energy.
Man, if she already heard the podcast, then that would be so fucking gnarly, creepy. Because we would have sat around and made this plan and then publicly broadcast it for anybody to hear.
Man.
Like a bunch of fucking creeps.
Well, Sam, I hope you fill your room. And for our jam of the day,
Yes, sir.
it's Click Click Boom.
This is
Click,
the PlayStation
click,
2 Extreme Sports soundtrack anthem.
Yeah, and Saliva will be appearing at the Damn Sturgis rally this weekend.
Oh shit.
Yeah, although I found out Josie Scott is not in the band anymore. He left the band in 2012. They have some new guy.
Really?
Which, what's the point? The fuck is the point?
I'm proud that I know that Josie Scott was in Saliva.
Yeah.
I know a band member of Saliva.
Yeah.
I know his name for some reason.
Because he did that song with Chad Kroger for Spider-Man.
The hero. Yeah.
And because he did the lame on the Takeover by Jay-Z.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's him. Because you're so lame. That's Josie Scott.
That's why Jay-Z got bodied in that battle.
But yeah, let's delve into the YouTube comments for Saliva's Click Click Boom. Dean Maker from 9 months ago. I'm 62 years old, and I will always listen to headbanging music and get stoned as hell till the day I kick the bucket.
I was like,
I
this
love the
guy's-
old guys who like
Yeah.
this shit.
Fuck yeah, bro.
I also like how he's 62 and still bragging about being a stoner.
Yeah,
I
man.
know he was stoned as hell when he posted that. Hopefully he is right now, too.
I'm sure that guy left his successful job to go home to his family. He's just in the garage tinkering on his gyrocopter, listening to fucking Click Click Boom by Saliva.
Honey, get out of my man cave. I'm trying to hit the bong.
Queenie Reaper from 2 months ago. I jammed out to this high and drunk when it came out, and it was my go-to then, and still my go-to, going on 5 years clean from drugs. My kids will have to play this on my birthday. Click, click, boom, baby mama is bomb, waiting to blow.
Man,
Love this song.
Wait, this is all the same comment?
Yeah, that's one comment.
Whoa.
This really does make you think, like, everyone
Wait,
has...
this guy's sober?
Yeah. Well, everyone has a substance abuse narrative. Like, everyone does.
Yeah, yeah.
Either it's a non-existent one, like you never touched this stuff, or you did and you quit,
Yeah.
or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like, yeah, everyone has one, and they're all boring.
Well, this person said he used to jam out to this high and drunk, but then just says I'm off drugs. So that could mean he's
Drunk ain't no drug.
Still drinking, maybe.
Drunk ain't no drug.
Well, that was alcohol and drugs. Here comes the gasoline. Lucas Cook from 5 days ago got the Franger. Tank full power lines controlled by Lord Raiden. I know that's all mobile. It's a good lick. Somewhere you've been saving up for violations.
What was he trying to say?
No, I think maybe he says, I got the Franger tank full power lines controlled by Lord Raiden. So maybe he's a guy who puts up power lines. Lord Raiden being the electricity guy.
What's the next thing?
Talk about being on a power trip. Oh,
I know that's all mobile. It's a good lick. Somewhere been saving up some violations.
It's a rhyme.
he has a bunch of unpaid parking tickets or
It's the
something.
the whole thing is like a rap lyric.
Oh, okay.
Listen to it. Read it full. Read it with some rhythm, Rivers.
I jammed out to this high and drunk when it came out, and oh wait, no, that's Queenie Reaper. Sorry. Got the Franger tank, full power lines, controlled by Lord Raiden. I know that's all mobile. It's a good lick somewhere. Been saving up some violations. Okay, I reckon.
This
Kinda
guy,
rhymes.
this guy put this on and then key styled. This is what they call it online. Key styled these rhymes to the song.
It's Pokey Hydra from a week ago. Every time I hear this song, I think of WWE and Marsh Pits. You know what? I don't mind this comment.
Yeah, you know,
I just love Marsh Pits.
what are the function of these comments anyway?
I don't know.
YouTube's the worst social media platform. I think we've said it before. I will say it again now.
I think
man.
it's the best one, and I think it's the best one because every Yahoo's 2 cents is utterly useless,
And no one expects a reply.
and no one expects a reply. And the meat and potatoes of it is the videos. That's why I get
Yeah.
people. No one goes to YouTube just for the comments.
No, that's the thing. Is like the people who expect a reply are the idiots who on every post go, "Who's listening in 2020?"
Yeah. Honestly,
Other than that,
Twitter's just all bad YouTube comments with no stuff. There's no content.
here's another old guy, James Frost from 2 months ago. I'm 61, and this band, Talent Rock, they will carry rock and roll for now. Everybody was
now.
Everybody was This is 2001. This came out. Everybody was jamming in the 70s. Aerosmith carried it in the 80s. Guns N' Roses carried it in the 90s. Then he's trying to say Allison Chains, but he spelled it ALACE. So Alache in Chains, Soundgarden. I kind of lost track studying flamenco guitar for 15 years, but this band is definitely carrying rock and roll for right now. Right on.
This guy knows his history.
I mean, really, I love that it's Guns N' Roses carried on for the 90s. I'm like, I think the first 2 years of the 90s, and then they broke up, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, no. Appetite for Destruction was 87.
Yeah.
But
Unless
you
he's
know-
just really into the spaghetti incident.
Also, it's just like, don't drag Soundgarden into this.
I know.
Soundgarden rules.
Yeah. Larry Smith, this guy posted yesterday on the I Hate Myself video. Larry Smith from a week ago.
The same one?
The same one, yeah. Now he's just going around to all butt rock things posting the craziest shit ever. So this is from a week ago. Do you know what clean means? All computers and cells on the planet. Double tracked. Listen. 4-gun, Harley, are you scared yet? Larry, I like machetes. Fuck, I laugh. one semi totally destroy your entire biker gang, flatten you and your drugs. You scared yet? You will be. We're coming to your home. Let's go, Larry. John Wick.
I feel like he's a big rig driver, and he's gotten to some beef with some Hell's Angels.
That's what it sounds like. He's coming to Sturgis. Oh shit!
That's all a quote from John Wick.
Yeah, that's the famous scene from John Wick where John Wick gets hit in the head with a hammer a bunch of times and starts talking.
This could be an epic key style, also.
Fabrian Perkins from 9 months ago. So this guy last night said I should be like a problem, and they keep blowing me up without permission. Try out Assault Association's asshole. I can't take it easy.
Clearly.
That's a great album title, by the way. I can't take it easy.
It should be like an early Eminem album or something.
This one's a sad little story. Christian Mercandante from five days ago. I saw Saliva on the day before my 50th birthday. There was only like 50 people in attendance, but it was excellent. I loved it.
This is like, I guess, is like as hard as you want to rock when you're like 55.
I'm telling you, dude.
Do you think Saliva were like, thank God 50 people showed?
That's what I was saying, dude.
I'd be like, surely they'd have a bigger draw than that.
Hey, Sans Josie Scott, get out of here. No one's going to see this.
Yeah, but Sublime with
poor Josie Scott.
I mean, come on, dude. His head looks like a square.
Sublime without Sublime is doing pretty good, though.
Well, no, but they got Rome.
Rome? Yeah, but
nobody
Rome?
wants that.
I mean,
yeah, who wants Rome?
He sounds like him. I'll say that.
Oh, well, he sounds like
he
him.
sounds pretty good. He's like a child too, so it's kind of interesting.
Oh,
it's kind of like the Journey situation where they found like a kid to sing for him.
Right, like Queen, where they had Adam Lambert sing for them, or or Alice in Chains. The guy who sings for Alice in Chains now sounds just like Glenn Staley.
Oh yeah,
or Lane Staley. Pardon me.
Glenn Staley.
Glenn Staley. Just sounds just like Glenn Campbell, which is not what they're used to.
Glenn Staley's just a YouTube commenter.
Right, yeah.
Marquez Insminger from 7 months ago. I didn't fart. My ass blew you a kiss.
Marquez.
Marquez,
I'm going to need you to grow up.
All
right.
A lot of times I go click, click, boom, and then fart.
Yeah, more like shit, poo.
Dangerous Mike from 8 months ago. Ha! Wrap that Jack Daniels shirt girl in bacon and slap her on my plate. It's dinner time.
Was it a fucking Applebee's commercial?
He's talking about the video. There's like a hot
wrap
girl
that bourbon steak up in some bacon and put it on my plate here at Applebee's and bring your family. COVID doesn't exist.
Similar comment from a week ago. Rob Lungo. Hey, if anyone knows the girl in this video, have her Facebook me. Rob Lungo.
Hi, is this Rob Lungo? I'd like to peruse the YouTube comments on my famous appearance in the Click Click Boom video. So, Rob, do you live in a state heavily affected by COVID? No.
I'll come in my old Jack Daniels shirt, and I'll get on your plate like bacon.
Like bacon wrapped delight.
Two things I like: meat and fucking.
And sweating and smoking and fucking.
Click, boom. This is my favorite name of anybody ever. Where did you go, Jilcinda? 2 weeks ago said, I hope this doesn't get cancel cultured.
Why would it get cancel cultured?
I guess because the videos got
someone being salacious.
School shootings.
That's right. Yeah. If this is what the school shooters listen to on the way to doing a school shooting, like, guys, like.
Then you would have to admit that this rocks.
Yeah, it would take on a way darker connotation.
The South Trigga Mafia in Entertainment 2 weeks ago. This would have been considered hip hop if it was released these days.
What?
All right.
I can hear Young Thug doing this.
Yeah, I was about to say this sounds exactly like Migos. This is what they do as a group.
This is basically, if you listen to Future, it's exactly like
it sounds just the fuck like this. James Q. Arnold from a week ago, and I have no clue what this means. July 19th, Haley Doodle's birthday, 1986.
His daughter.
Pussy. Because that's what I thought too. And then he ends it by just saying pussy. So who knows?
Maybe that one is like someone be like, dude, you think it's my daughter? Check on the YouTube comments and click boom, motherfucker. And he's like, I know her birthday, pussy. So let's fight. She's my daughter.
Let's see. Ben Lewis from a month ago. I know Ben Lewis. Ben Lewis from a month ago. But you still don't hear no crying ass bitching from me. Hell yeah.
That's right, Ben. I haven't heard a peep out of you since this whole thing started.
I think it's a reference to a line in the song where he's like talking about his parents not putting up with him bitching and crying or something, but I don't know why Ben Lewis needed to weigh in.
I haven't even heard like the part where he raps in it where it's like, I was born a rough tongue son of a bitch. Like, some shit like that, like a Kid Rock light kind of thing.
Jerry from 2 months ago. I can't say this song has any memories for me. It just makes me feel like I want to.
Damn.
I don't know.
Jerry, you're sadder than I was at the beginning of this episode.
Uh-oh. Larry Smith is back 3 weeks ago.
Larry.
It's one thing to get drunk sometimes on Budweiser and draw clowns, but the internet is for all cultures on this planet. End of story, Larry. Our kids are... I love how he refers to himself. Into the story, Larry. Our kids are everything to us. You clown. Fuck with that. You will cease to exist. Given respect, Larry.
Right.
You see what happens, Larry?
Do you see what happens when you kiss a clown in the YouTube comments, Larry?
Yeah, that's really... That one makes me feel scared for people.
Yeah, I hope Larry ain't headed to Sturgis this weekend because it sounds like, it sounds scary.
He's been having a rough quarantine.
I mean,
it sounds like.
I'm scared of how much fun I'm going to have at Sturgis.
Mike McDade, Proper Smoke 420 rep from 2 months ago.
Proper Smoke.
This fucking song and video. That was me when I was younger telling my friends, call me later or tomorrow. I am writing. No, I am on some next level stuff when I writing hip hop because of doing and selling drugs and having a kid young. That's why I didn't stay focused. I could have been signed on my son. I had the opportunity, but was caught up in life's trap. That's some real shit.
His son could have signed him on for something.
This is what
keeps auditioning for his son.
It's like
such a weird song to be listening to for a failed rapper, an admitted failed rapper.
Yeah.
Me JP from 1 year ago. Attention, Bill Gates, CEO of Microsoft. My dear friend Mr. Lutz, the Army's most dangerous soldier, and Shane Harris, U.S. Air Force, Parajumper Rescue. You wanted to kill 2 operators? Do it face to face, bitch.
Oh yeah, this is a big Army guy song.
Well, Bill Gates is trying to kill soldiers. Apparently, this is what he's saying.
It's not enough that he has to invent an entire pandemic. He's trying to kill soldiers too.
He signed Saliva to his record label.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
I got a couple more. Andrew Walsh from 1 year ago. I used to shingle roofs for many years, and me and my friend would crank this up when we got the nail guns out and started click, click, booming. Them shingles on the roof. LOL. Click, click, boom. Click, click, boom. Click, click, boom. Click, click, boom. It's like, uh-oh.
We get it, Andrew.
You nailed too many shingles. Now you're insane.
Here's my impression of the neighbors. When the fuck is this construction going to be done? Every goddamn fucking
Just
morning.
2 drunk guys on the roof. Click, click. And just shoot the nail gun.
And they think it's funny, and they think it's fun.
That's right.
And it's 8 a.m. The fucking construction trucks are outside my house at 8 a.m. today. Fixing that broken water main.
It'll never be fixed. The main will remain broken. R. Hefner 1 month ago, and this is some straight gas huff in here. 1H Hannah in Morgan, Clements, Polish IU. Shelly fucking love Pantene. I like Savage Snarl and Johnny Ferb. Due to Goop and Haunted by Sniper.
Those are coordinates. These are coordinates.
Yeah. This person's been kidnapped. And this is their secret message.
Yeah.
ISIS is about to chop the guy's head off with a scimitar, and he's saying, due to Goop and Haunted by Sniper and Fub, my ass, T-Lee, erased, Ingvert.
Ingvert.
ENGVNRK. Yeah. So and
I
then
never thought about that song that way.
it makes you think the goop to gloop. And finally, oh no, Larry Smith is back from 10 months ago.
Damn, he loves this fucking song.
Because you were born in particular country makes you better than us? Not Larry. Give your head a shake, Larry. And that...
I wish somewhere this guy knew that we were talking about him on this,
He'd be
and
so
he'd
happy.
be so fucking happy.
He'd be like, finally my message is being heard.
Like if anyone who's left these comments knew that we were saying these comments on this podcast, they would be so fucking happy.
Dude, I got intrigued by Larry. I was like, who is this Larry? And obviously, people who comment on YouTube never, ever, ever have videos of their own.
Right. No.
Necessarily. Any weird, shitty comment I've ever got on anything we ever post on YouTube.
They don't even have a profile picture.
Right. You click it and you're like, oh, well, you've never done anything. So I'm not taking you seriously,
Right.
And Larry, unfortunately, you can see all of his subscriptions. And as much as he's been commenting on this and I Hate Myself, all of his subscriptions are for like classic rock stuff. Like he's subscribed to the official Jim Croce channel. And I'm like, how did you venture into butt rock?
I mean, I could see it's the same like crawfish festival. You know what I mean? Like they're
Jim Croce.
He gets there. Larry gets there early and he drinks all day to the point where even saliva is good.
sure. I mean, it's like you could have like you're gonna have like a maybe saliva playing before a Boz Skaggs or something. Doesn't mean Boz Skaggs doesn't have his hits.
That's true. Well, so anyway, that's
we should get Larry on the show.
Yeah.
Larry, do you have any weird neighbor stories?
Yeah.
I am a weird neighbor. Thank you, Larry.
I hate that fucking tortoise. Well, yeah, that is our jam of the day. That's Click Click Boom by Saliva. And of course, if you are heading to Sturgis this weekend, don't fucking go. Just stop, turn your motorcycle around, go back to your home and be with your family.
Hey, you 62-year-old stoned grandpas. I know you want to see Saliva bad.
It's not worth it. My God. Well, that's the Corona Diaries number 66. How fucking wild is that shit?
I was thinking about that the other day.
How many there are?
Yeah.
It's got to be a shit ton.
Well, yeah. Thank you so much for listening to the show, Sam. Where can people find you on the internet?
Slam harder on various platforms.
Carter, where can people find you online?
Carter_Glasscock on Twitter and Instagram.
Hell yeah. Find me on Twitter and Instagram at Rivers Langley. And of course, you can head over to patreon.com/thegoodspod. Join the Tower of Power. $5 a month gets you a bonus show every week and all that good stuff. And I'm doing a stand-up show on Zoom Friday night. So find me tonight, I guess. So find me on Twitter if you want to watch that.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
And we'll see you next